Even Msimango. Let's be honest, Mfanageti, you've been to Kaizer Chiefs for some time, you've settled in, you're looking good. I'm definitely sure, that personal pressure of trying to impress has gone past. How have you been in the recent days at Kaizer Chiefs?
Thank you for that question, my good brother. It hasn't been an easy past couple of weeks, if not days for us. Of course, I say this in respect to the recent disappointment of the cup, being knocked out in the first round of the cup. Huge disappointment from us, we feel like we've let ourselves down, we've let our supporters down, so it hasn't been an easy time for us.
Talking about that, without even dwelling into the cup, what would you put your finger on to say that, apart from missing opportunities, what is it that Kaizer Chiefs needs to go forward? And Nina, as players, apology, yes, we hear you, but fans are saying these players are not taking accountability. These players still get their salaries and get into their flashy cars and drive away and come back the next day training. Are players taking, let's just have a serious talk, are players taking responsibility for what is not happening at Kaizer Chiefs?
When we talk about serious talk and honest conversations, you cannot rule out the fact that there are missed opportunities. I cannot stand here and say we are not playing to the best of our abilities, of which I won't be an honest answer, because we are. I feel we are. We look at our past results in the league. We've only conceded one goal, so that speaks to a positive aspect in our game, which is defensively we've improved. And we just need to put the ball in the back of the net, convert our opportunities. And I'm not going to place that responsibility solely on our attackers. Also, as defenders, we need to contribute, with the height that we have and the quality that we have in terms of converting our set pieces as well, So it's a team problem. It's a footballing problem that we are facing as a team, and we are continuously working on that day in, day out. And I cannot express how deep and how disappointed we are, because that's how we are feeling. I cannot rule that expression out, because I think it's not only me but the entire team is feeling that way, and we understand the magnitude of the loss that we faced over the weekend, how big it was, irrespective of the opponent that we play, whether they play in the NFT or not. To us, it's a massive loss, to the club, to the institution, to the supporters holistically. We truly understand, and we are the first people to take accountability. And I say this with as honest as I can say. We might not go on the media and say these things on our socials, but we take accountabilities within ourselves, within our team. That's the way it starts. We need to be honest with ourselves as players. We need to tell each other the truth, and we've done that. The coaches have done that, the management have done that, and we are men here. We are young men. We have men who are in households here, who are leaders in their own respect in their houses, and they can be honest with each other that we are not doing what we need to do for the club, and we need to improve on that. So we are taking accountability. To answer your question, we are taking full responsibility of the situation that we are facing, because at the end of the day, it's footballing problems. I don't want to say it's a management problem, because they give us everything we need. So we just need to go out there and prove to ourselves first, to our families and the supporters, what we can do and deliver on results.
Okay, now the question becomes, how do you guys get yourself out of this situation? Because it's really a tough situation.
It's a very difficult situation. It's a situation I think no big team wants to find themselves in. No player who plays for a big team wants to find themselves in, firstly. So because I think each and every one of us comes from a different background within the club. We have faced different struggles within our footballing journey, which has enabled us to have a certain mindset to such difficult times. And I've faced such times before in my previous clubs, where I had to push through adversity, push through disappointments, failures, not achieving certain things that I needed to achieve within my career. So, it takes a certain level of mental strength and fortitude to push past these things, and once you are surrounded by people who share the similar mindset, we come together as a collective and we identify what kind of problems we are facing, and we try and tackle them together as a team and be honest and have honest conversations, like I've mentioned in the previous question. Have honest conversations with each other in terms of what we need to do, what we are not doing, and how we can improve on those things. So I think for us, like I've said, we've identified that it's a footballing problem that we have, and we need to fix it on the pitch, and that's what we're focusing on. We try not to dwell on things that are beyond our control, are beyond our scope. Control the controllables and go out there and just continue working and improving.
Kevin, you've played at TS Galaxy before, where there is a bit of a clear game model. Coming here, obviously, new environment. Do you feel you guys have found some sort of way of playing, game model, so to speak?
Yeah, when Coach Kevin Johnson came in, he clearly showed us how he wants us to play. I don't think he has had enough time, for me, in my opinion. Of course, it's subject to scrutiny in terms of applying what he really, really wants. But as players, I think we are receiving it very well. And like I said, when you look at our league results ever since he's been here, how we've been playing, how structured we have become as a unit from the back going forward. And, it's just those minor things that he's still tweaking, he's still working on, he's still trying to, instill in the guys. And it's a process for him as well as a coach, as a human being. He's part of a big institution of Kaizer Chiefs, where it is expected, irrespective of the game model, irrespective of anything, we need to win games. And we understand that, but sometimes that's not how football works. It's trial and error and getting things right and trying to get his point across eventually in terms of what he really wants. So I just hope that he gets enough time so that he can push through and drive through his philosophy, and we can get it right as a team.
What does he really want? How does he want you to play?
He wants us to be free, express ourselves, especially the skillful guys, play to our strengths. I'm not a dribbler, so I'm not going to start dribbling now saying I'm expressing myself. But I understand what he wants from us as a defensive unit, and how he wants us to support the attackers, And for them, it's just to give the South Africans good football, move the ball, play through the middle, go out wide. It's different variations to his game. It's not a narrow approach or approach where it's stagnant in terms of, okay, an opponent can see what we're trying to do and we're predictable, It may come across as such because, like I said, when there's no results, it's easy to find cracks and holes within the team. But we understand that it's a process for us. We understand what he's trying to do. And when we get it right, oh boy, people are going to enjoy watching Kaizer Chiefs play.
So how important is self-confidence in yourself and your teammates to try and obviously implement what you guys are doing in training? Because you guys technically have quality players, you're doing hard work, you've got the facilities, but maybe that's just the last thing.
Self-confidence, very important. I think, it also boils down to the individual. I cannot speak on how a player motivates themselves, on a day-to-day basis in terms for training and games. But it's a very important aspect that one needs to have, I think, not only in football, but in every other field, even in media. You need to be a confident person to even ask me those questions, You need to be able to express yourself in a proper way. And for us, expressing ourselves in a proper way is through playing the game of football. And that requires some level of belief in yourself and your ability. So I think that one is a constant improvement from an individual perspective. And once that is right from that perspective on its own, it can contribute to the team's performances holistically. So it's a very important aspect, and I think it's more from an individual perspective than a team.
The immediate assignment is Swallows. How are you prepared mentally, looking at the pressure that has come with the previous weeks, as you said?
Yeah, that Swallows game coming up, very crucial game, a big derby for the club. Of course, we understand we're coming from a disappointing result. We are disappointed ourselves as players, but we need to put that disappointment behind us. We need to focus on what's coming, the derby ahead. We need to focus on getting maximum points so that, we can at least, finish as high as possible in the league. That is our focus right now. Just take it one game at a time and try and get maximum points in every game we play.
Kevin, just maybe lastly, how has been Luke at training? He's been with you guys for a while now. There's a possibility of future being partnered with him. And I know also that you don't decide who gets to play, but do you think he's in the right conditioning now since he's been here for a while?
Look, Maswiti. No, look, a fantastic individual, great human being, fantastic teammate. He's slowly, getting to where he needs to be in terms of his fitness levels. He's showing it at training. He's working hard, and I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy to be his teammate and for him to be here at this club. But from a fitness and conditioning perspective, I think he's ready. He's ready. He can play whenever the coach needs him to play. It's just that at the moment, the partnership that's going on right now is really doing well. So I think when an opportunity for him to come in and prove his worth and play arises, he'll step up to the challenge.